Subordinate Legislation Confirmation Bill Number 2, third reading.
Call on Government Order of the Day Number 3.
Coroners, Access to Body of Dead Person Amendment Bill, third reading.
Madam Speaker.
I call the Honourable Andrew Little.
Madam Speaker, I move that the third reading of the Coroners Access to Body of Deceased Person Amendment Bill be now read a third time. Madam Speaker, first of all I want to begin by thanking everyone who has contributed towards this bill, in particular the Māori Affairs Committee, who through its 2016 inquiry into whānau access to and management of Tūpapaku report recommended this legislative change. I'd also like to thank those members of the public who took the time to make submissions to the Select Committee bill. This bill implements part of the Government's response to the Māori Affairs Committee's report. Again, that report was inquiry into whānau access to and management of Tūpapaku. In particular, the bill will codify the current practice that many coroners exercise and ensure that all cultural beliefs, including tikanga Māori, continue to be recognised and supported in our coronial system. The Coroners Act establishes the coronial framework in New Zealand and regulates whānau access to Tūpapaku. The role of the coroner is to investigate sudden or unexplained deaths and to make recommendations that can help reduce the chance of further deaths in similar circumstances. The Act seeks to balance the cultural and spiritual needs of family and those in a close relationship with the person who has died, with the public good associated with the proper and timely understanding of the causes of death. Overall, the coronial system responds well to cultural and religious needs. However, there are always opportunities to improve the responsiveness of the coronial system to cultural considerations. Even though the bill itself is small in size, the completion of this bill's passage through the House will have far-reaching impacts for many people in New Zealand. Of the estimated 31,000 deaths in New Zealand each year, 20% of these are referred to the coroner. This bill amends Section 26 of the Coroners Act to explicitly require the coroner to consider tikanga Māori and the expectations of other cultures when determining who can view, touch or remain near a body. While the Coroners Act 2006 and coronial practice does respond well to the cultural needs of whānau and family during the coronial process, the legislation should have a stronger emphasis, or at least place a stronger emphasis on the need for this respect. The ability to stay with the deceased and carry out traditional cultural activities is an important feature of many cultures, religions and ethnicities. It's a traditional Māori cultural practice that immediate whānau do not leave the Tūpapaku until burial. As New Zealand is made up of many diverse cultures and people of different religions, we want to make sure that all cultural beliefs, including tikanga Māori, continue to be recognised and supported during what is a challenging time for whānau and all parties involved. This bill will ensure that all cultural beliefs, including tikanga Māori, will be recognised and supported in our coronial system. Again, I'd like to confirm that this bill doesn't seek to change the current practice of coroners. Many are already doing this, but it is important to have an emphasis in the statute so there can be no room for doubt when whānau are asking coroners to respect their needs. The bill ensures that the practice of taking cultural considerations into account is more visible to the families and they can be assured that their cultural requirements will be respected. Again, I thank everybody for their ongoing support for this legislation as it has passed through the House, and indeed all of those who have taken interest in it and made submissions to the Select Committee. It's important that this bill, or in fact what this bill does do, is recognise this important aspect, and it will bring benefits to many, many New Zealanders. On that note, Madam Speaker, I'm pleased to commend this bill.
Now, I'd ask the Minister to remain on his feet. Could I just ask you to move the motion as written again for us, please?
I'm obliged, Madam Speaker. I move that the Coroner's Access to Body of Dead Persons Amendment Bill be now read a third time.
Thank you for that. The question is that the motion be agreed to.
Whakawa.
I call Tūtahau Nuku Kōrako.
Kia ora e te mana whakawa.